What up, randos? What up, regulars? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Christopher Moon. Welcome to my dialectic mind. And today, I'm gonna do something a little different. I had an idea, and I think you're gonna like it. I had this idea, and let me show it to you. Everything in this book and on the internet, like we looked the other day on these little cheat sheets. It's very good. It's great. It's a super foundation. But I don't learn that way. I don't know if you do either. I kind of got to put pen to paper. I've got to sit and study it, use it. I got to make use of whatever I'm learning to make it of any use. Check this out. This is what I do. I was writing all the stuff down from those sheets. Distress tolerance skills, all this stuff. And you know what? I can't remember that. Somebody else made that up. It's going to take me a lot of time and energy to remember that. And I can't do that. I don't have the time. I've got too much going on. I still got to work. I've got so much stuff to do around the house. I make wallets and stuff. I got too many crafts. I got too much stuff going on. I can't do it. But you know what I can do? It takes me a couple minutes, and it's actually kind of fun. And I think it would benefit everybody, if we all did this. But what I did was, once I came to a situation, I remembered pieces of my distress tolerance skills. My DBT skills. I remember pieces of them, but I couldn't remember an entire thing. So, for like the emergency situations, I had the crisis plan, but it's hard to think of those things, in the heat of the moment. So this is what I propose, and this is what I did, and I hope you guys can get something out of this, and I hope that you do it too, because it's fun. Now, I'm gonna curse. I try not to, but once I get upset, that's who I am, I use the F word. I say, F that, right? That's just kind of how I am. Once something makes me mad, or like if I'm upset or sad, like, you know how it's like. But I took those 4 letters and I, went down here to Google. Actually, I didn't. I had them already set up. So the first one, I got 4 letters to think of, right? So the first one's focus. Once I say that, once I think that I'm in that situation with somebody, if that word comes to my mind or rolls off my tongue, then I know I'm getting triggered. I'm getting there. This is not going to end well. I'm going to ruin a relationship. I'm going to cause damage to whatever relationship I'm dealing with right there. Or I'm going to be super upset and go home and replay everything that has wronged me in that situation for the rest of the night, for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month, until it makes me crazy. But I don't want to do that, and that's stupid, because we don't have to. I figured this out. So, once that word comes up, and I'm in that situation, and I'm like, once that comes out, that's once I know. That's going to turn a light. Bing. Oh, I just said it. I just thought it. Okay, so what do I got to do? First word, focus. Focus. Whichever way it's going to come up on my editing once I do it. Focus. But that's going to be to focus for me to know right there that I'm in a situation where it ain't good. And it's going to have me, focus for me is really like one of the balance kind of things that I need. To kind of stop and realize, focus in on the situation at hand, right around me. What's going on? What's this person saying? What's the situation coming at me? What's going on? So I can look at it and say, okay, I'm getting upset. Why am I getting upset? What's going on? I need to realize that. And then while I'm realizing that, I need to take a breath, focus on that breath coming in, going out, just focus, what's going on around me, but just focus in on the situation, on the problem, on the issue, on what is going to drive you crazy in the foreseeable future, and right there that second. And then while you're doing that and you're reeling it all back in, I put down U-turn, because for me, I relate to that. Like, you see some stuff, you gotta flip a B, you gotta do a U-turn, and then just get out of there, get away from whatever that situation is that's dead ahead, that's coming at you. So also, and this is what I did over here, a U-turn, that works good for me. I can remember that, U-turn. But also, what else starts with the letter U? What can I use? So here I go to Google and I just typed in words that start with U. I think it was this one. Let's go with this. thefreedictionary.com. I was looking through something like this, and you can even find like new words. I picked underlining because underlining, I want to see, first you do the U-turn, do that U-turn, get out of there, and then underlining. What's the underlying issue that's going on? And with that underlying issue, I want to know, what does this person want? What are they trying to get out of me? Or what do they want from me? Or what do they want in general? What do I want from that person? From whatever situation? What's the goal? Is there a goal? Is there anything? Are we just having a talk? Is it an important talk? Is it an important topic? Whatever it is, find out the underlying thing. What do they want, or what's going on the end of the problem? Whatever the problem is for you, what's going on over there? What's your problem? What do you want? And think of solutions. Try to understand, to be empathetic and understand, well, what do they want? If I was that person, why would I want this? Because if you can understand what they're getting at, then it's easier to see, and then you can understand what you want already. And then just think of some things like, okay, so once I come back to this person, I can tell them, hey, you know what, this is what you want. This is what I want. I was thinking maybe we could do this. I was thinking maybe we could do this. Or you want this from me. I can't do that for you right now. I can do this though. And then how about next, whenever we can do whatever the rest is. Or just whatever the situation is. Come back. Don't come back empty-handed. Come back with something. Come back with something and say, hey, remember that thing we were talking about the other day? I had to leave. Here it is. How about we do this? have something ready. People like that. They like to have a game plan or a resolution already made. They don't want to hear people just complaining and running from their issues. And we can't run from our issues anymore. That's why we're making our own things. So there we go. We got two things. And now that we've took back, focused, realized we're in a situation, stopped that situation, thought about all the stuff going on around us, collected those little facts that we could see in our brief moment, and then got away from it, displaced ourselves from that situation, thought about all the issues, everything that was going on, who is right, who's wrong, whatever it is that normally drives us nuts, then get to see in that four-letter word. F-U, now we're at C. And with C, I put chill. Just chill. And this is where you can use some of the skills in the book, whatever it is, but just chill. Give yourself a break. Take a minute to relax and say, okay, this is what happened. This sucks. And then I got away. Okay, at least, I'm by myself now. I don't have to deal with them. You get away from them. You think about the problem. You think about the issue. Think about a solution. And after you've kind of came up with a little plan, a little ABC plan on what to do once you come back to the person, to the situation, you've earned yourself a break. So just chill, just relax. I mean, depending on how upset you are, on the scale of 0 to explosion, then use whatever skill you got. Like if you gotta hold the ice cubes, flick the rubber bands against your wrist, go take a walk, meditate, take a breather, whatever it is, depending on the situation, depending on you. We're all different. We're all different, and we're also the same. But figure out what you got to do for that level of stress. And just kind of give yourself a little vacation time, a little pat on the back, relax. You don't have to deal with it now, you can deal with it later. And then finally, the K. That K I put for knowledge. Because once you come back to that situation, you're going to come back not empty-handed, but you're going to have that knowledge to give to them. You took the whole time, this whole process, once you said F from that first moment, that's once you started collecting information. That's what I do anyway. Once I say, slam the table, and I'm all upset. And I calm down, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's do this later. But I'm analyzing. I'm looking. Kind of figuring out, okay, thinking about stuff. I'm going to leave. Do my thing, do my steps that I just made up, and I'm going to remember them this time because I made them up. And I wrote them on this paper right next to the other stuff I was trying to do, and that was hard. But this one right here, that's a little bit easier. But I'm coming back to the table with knowledge. I'm going to say, hey, this was the problem. This is what I think happened, and I think this is what you want. This is what I want. So I think we can get to this goal. We can share this goal. We can get there. We can get this done. We can get whatever we need done. This is what I'm willing to do. If you're willing to do this, you know, whatever it's got to be. If they're saying, hey, I want this goal and you're going to do it all, and that's what you're upset about, you say, hey, no, you know, we both need to get this thing, and I'm not going to do the whole thing. You know, if somebody's trying to walk all over you, whatever it is, but you're coming with knowledge. And once you're coming with that, for one, you're going to feel better. I would anyway, because normally I just cave and say, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, you need me to stay late by myself and do all the work because you're busy screwing around. Sure, yeah, you know, I don't need to go home or do anything. And that's the kind of stuff that gets us in the places to where we, you know, feel the way we do. And we have such a high probability of being a statistic. But I ain't gonna be one. You ain't gonna be one. We just need to make sure that we come to the table with something so everybody's happy. It's gonna be good for us. It's gonna be good for them. It's gonna be good for everybody. And then we can leave feeling good about the situation, where we don't have to go into a rage, into a fight, and we don't have to, you know, go put our heads in the sand and cry and hide like we normally do. So you go home, pull that blanket over your head, and just feel that empty, hollow feeling that you're so worthless. Why didn't I say anything? Why didn't I do anything? Why am I even here? We can't think that way anymore. That's done. That is done. Because I'm important. Every single one of you is important. Give this stuff a shot. Give it a shot, guys. It's easy. Get you some engineer paper, some graph paper, something you print off the internet. Get you a notebook that says I love geese. Whatever you need, just get something and do one for fun. But anyway, I hope you found that helpful. I hope you do it, and I hope you see how much fun it is. But anyway, later randos, have a great night. Keep that head on straight. Enjoy.